Hello, agents. Hello, everyone. Got a little bit of a rant today, Tuesday, April 5th, 2022. But before we get into that, just want to point out these U.S. Treasuries here at 2.57 today. Real huge increase. But that's not what we're here today to talk about. I'm going to talk about a real world example of why you use an annuity expert, an experienced expert regarding your fixed annuities. And let's jump into it right away. So this is real experience, something that happened. Had an agent who called and said, I have a client who would like the best 3-year multi-year guarantee you have. So client has over 250,000. So we broke down this 310 for 3 years. This product is actual 3-year. You can leave with a 30-day window at the end of the third year. So that's good. So in this case, your 250,000 would grow to 273,978 guaranteed, all set and done from day one. So good. We sent out the client stuff to the agent, all that good stuff. And I get a call from the agent. He says, the client says, insert the name of the brokerage firm. My huge brokerage firm has a better rate of 4.15% for 3 years. From them. So I just know, I'm like, no, wait a minute. So I've been doing this long enough to where if I don't know about this, maybe I need to get out of the business because I'm missing something, right? So what I did is I took a look at, I knew the company, I knew what they were talking about. I kind of knew the product. So I went there and I ran an illustration. And the first thing I noticed when I ran the illustration is that it didn't make sense. It didn't match up. So usually on a 3-year, even if it has a 30-day window, it would rematch up in the 6th year. This one, however, was matching up in the 5th year. So we see this here. So you have 415 for the first 3 years and then 0.075 before it matches off onto these guaranteed values. So I didn't understand, couldn't find anything else. So as of right now, I'm looking at this it looks like 4.15 just on paper, and you can't have it unless you die. So I guess the 4.5 is real, but you got to die to have it. If you want to leave after the third year, the actual value was only 264,641 or a 1.92% yield, not 4.15%. So I decided to dig a little deeper and I pulled the actual rate sheet. And as you can see here, for $250,000 or more, the base interest rate years 1 through 3 right here, right, is 4.15. So then I look at the next column. What is this? 4 and 5. What is this asterisk? So let's read. Let's do some reading. Reading's always a good thing, right? So when we pull it up, I pull this asterisk up and it says, when the initial guaranteed interest rate period ends, you should generally anticipate the interest rate to reset at or near the minimum guaranteed interest rate stated in the contract. So this one does not have a 30-day window is what I'm learning. And that those last 2 years, you should expect it to reset at the minimum interest rate stated in the contract, which is 0.75%, which would actually give you a 5-year ending yield of 2.78%. Now, any withdrawals that you want to take in the third year, let's say you wanted the money out, would have only 10% free and the rest would be subject to this 6% surrender charge as of year 4, right? So let's look further. Now, if you were, let's say it was a 5-year deal. See, the problem is I can give you a 5-year deal today at 320, which would end at 292,000, not 286,000. So a 3.2 over 5 years, not the guaranteed 278 that this huge brokerage firm is telling this person they can have 4.15 for 3 years. So this is interesting. Both have free withdrawals and a full death benefit. So we looked at that. Both are equally rated in the excellent category. One is a little higher at A, that 5-year that is saying 415 is a little tiny bit higher, but surplus and everything, both companies are very solvent, all great. Now I think about this a little deeper, and the original quote we did for this client, for this agent, was a split annuity, a 3-year split annuity. We're being very nice by offering this very low commission 3-year immediate annuity here. So the client calls back and says, hey, I just want to do the 3-year immediate. I don't want to do the 3-year deferred. So I'm beginning to think, well, that's because the client thinks they're going to be getting that 415, not this 310 here, and that this 516 value was going to be worth a lot more than 516 because they're thinking about it earning 415, right? Well, that's not going to work out as well as one might think because, as we just discussed, it's not the deal. You can't leave after 3 years in that other 415. So, I mean, in the end, I just want to say, just because they have the act, just because agent or an advisor has access to the tools doesn't mean they know how to use them correctly. And it's kind of like if you went to your, you have a great guy who does alignments for your wheels, puts it up on the rack. And you go, oh, by the way, my transmission guy said I need a new transmission update here. So he's like, oh, we got all the tools. I got the rack here. I can do your transmission, no problem, right? And so he probably can. He got the tools. He got the ability to do it. But he's not an expert, so maybe he makes a mistake, and 10,000 miles down the road, you realize, oh well, something wasn't done correctly, put in, and I'm already having transmission problems, right? So it's just like, do you want to go to the guy that does it maybe once here and there, or the guy that does 3 a day? So that's my take on that. That's my little rant. That's the end of my presentation. So this is a kind of a reason why you want to work with an expert that deals with these things every day. So if you're going to a giant advisory firm and they do stocks and all that, great, use them for that. But for your annuities, I'd always look towards an annuity expert, making sure you get the full range of products out there and, a good experience to know like right away, like I knew right away when this agent was talking to me about this, there's something wrong. There's no 415 for 3 years. There's no reason. Why would the next best rate be 310? You go to 415, 105 beeps. Why? You can do it with 50 beeps and still be number one. So that's just obvious stuff. Anyway, if you like, please follow, give me a call if you have any questions regarding annuities, Rumble, LinkedIn, YouTube, all that good stuff. And thanks for watching, and we'll have lots of stuff this week. So many rate increases and everything. Be good agents. Talk to you soon. I hope you have the rest of your week is great. Bye-bye.